Hey, welcome back to Milton Daily Homes. Chuck here. We got a list of 6 properties, plus I'm going to show you an amazing property. Let's start with that. Let's get you grounded. So from Milton, you go about 15 minutes north on Regional Road 25. You hit a town called Acton, a little less than 10,000 people. And just outside of Acton, follow Highway 7 west. And right where it bends here is where the property is. It's right on the border between Halton Hills and Erin, about 20 minutes north of Milton in total travel time. And so the property is listed at $939, and it's a 1-acre property. I'll put a link to the information below. But it is nice. I mean, you could see right from this first picture that it's got a very strong curb appeal, built by an architect. And so stone and stucco, you've got lovely exterior pot lights. And you're also surrounded by evergreen trees, so different than deciduous trees who lose their leaves. And oftentimes you find in the country, your neighbor shows up in the winter where you couldn't see them in the summer. This one retains some nice privacy all year long. There's a fire pit in the back. You've got a deck just off the kitchen, which is a great place to relax. Extremely quiet and peaceful. And if you can't tell, I love this property. The roof's in great shape. It's a new property. Double door entryway, big, thick, heavy wood doors. And to the left of the front doors when you walk in is the formal dining room. And then you've also got a living room or an office just over to the right-hand side if you're facing straight ahead. That's the view you see when you first come in. 10-foot ceilings, big, thick baseboards and moldings. Family room just off to the side. There's your office right there. 3 windows, so you get lots of natural light if you do work from home. And there's your dining room with a double coffered ceiling. There's also a porthole window and 3 additional windows. Hardwood floors in both rooms. You've got your family room straight ahead, which has the peak ceiling. It's got the tumbled marble. Around the fireplace, you've got those nice quarter circle windows, which you don't see very often. There's also built-in surround sound, 5-channel surround sound speakers, and the kitchen's great too. There's just so many things here going on. You've got a little bit of a step-down bar where you can have some breakfast, so it's a lower countertop off your island. You also have lots of glass cabinets, extended uppers. Lots of lovely lights, so if you just turn off all the rest of your lights and leave a couple of them in the cabinets, you've got under cabinet lighting as well. You've got a walk-in pantry just over beside the fridge, space for a wine fridge there, and I think this shot really says it all. You've got a very impressive kitchen here, something where you can entertain a lot of people. You could hold a lot of people in this space. Between the eat-in area and the kitchen, there's a lot of square footage. So this room here, the mud room, will lead you into the triple car garage and also the rest of the house. There's a powder room, and you can see the extended casings and moldings and baseboards. Main floor master bedroom. So for somebody who's maybe in the 50 plus crowd, this could be a good option because you could live the entire rest of your life on one level if you chose to. There's also the finished area in the loft and then the basement. We'll get to that in just a second. Coffered ceiling here with pot lights, a real thick, soft, plush carpet, and lots of space in the walk-in closet. Here's your master ensuite with another coffered ceiling. There's heated floors here. There's a jacuzzi tub, and there's also a big glass shower here too. Double sinks, lots of space. That's the loft, which is one of my favorite parts of this house because the ceiling effects are so interesting in this room. Also, the family room is nice with the peak ceiling, but this is a great place. There's enough clearance where you could put a bed, a couple couches. It could be someone's bedroom. It could be a place for a home office if you wanted to. You've got the dormers there with a great effect and lots of natural light. Get down to the basement. You've got at least a few thousand square feet down here. And you've got, again, built-in speakers. You've got the nice dressed-up fireplace, laminate floors here. And there's an area for exercise. There's a dry bar with some more pot lights. And there's 2 really big bedrooms down here, both with big walk-in closets. And there's even another room that's being used as storage. And you could even have that as a bedroom. It's all finished. And there's no photos of that. There's also a big bathroom down here, double sinks, also heated floors, same as the ensuite, and there's a big walk-in shower there too. So that's the property listed at $939. I think front to back is one of the best looking homes out there in the rural areas under $1 million for sure. And if you want some more information, I'm going to send you a link to go to, so just check below the video. And let's get started with today's list. Let's get back to Milton Daily Homes. And so the first one we've got is 918 Ambrose, and it's a smaller model. It's 1051 square feet. These models come in about 1050, 1200, and about 1350 square feet. We have seen some variation on the sale prices. It's nice they have some hardwood plus a bit of moldings. Boy, compared to the 32nd Side Road, it really feels like a step down. But this is a great option for a first-time buyer. Good alternative to a condo. There's not really any condo fees, and there's a bit of green space in front of this one. It's a little bit towards the high side of where this model's sold, but there's been a lot of subjectivity. The model has really gone anywhere from low 300s all the way up to this price in the last 60 to 90 days. So it's not like there's been a very succinct, specific price that they're selling at. They've really varied quite a bit. 6020 Dairy Road, number 31, is $369, and it looks like it's between that 12 and 1400 square foot range. There's a $90 fee a month on this one, which covers the tied land, usually just the road maintenance. So the home itself, it's listed as a condo townhouse, but the way to think about it is the house is essentially freehold, but to access it, you got to drive on a shared area, which is the road. I think there's better value out there for some of the stuff without the $90 fee. If you can look for it. A lot of the things that the 3-story Mattamy homes right now are listing a little bit high, in my opinion, compared to what else is sold. And so that one fits in with the rest of the gang. I'm just not sure anyone's going to sell when they're all listed a little bit high. So Holly is $399. Nice looking house, semi-detached, and they've done a lot of work in the kitchen here. Homes like this, especially in the old area, I find Holly's a bit of a busier street, but the point is when they look this good and they're enhanced and staged well, the furniture looks great as well, they're going to sell. And there's about a 40 by 128 lot. You've got one full bathroom upstairs, one powder room, and then there's also a finished basement too. At $399, this one is going to rock. I've seen stuff on Laurier probably in the last 3 or 4 months listed at similar pricing, and this one looks better than those two. So I wouldn't be surprised if that one came out over $400,000 with competition. So Wind Trail, $439.5. It's a Westgate corner, 1717 square feet. When you first come in the house, you've got this little separate area that they're using as a home office. It could be just a formal living room. I have 2 clients that use that room as a place where the kids go, and then they have a little lockable gate where they can just kind of keep an eye on them and know that the kids are going to stay in that spot. Then you've got a big family room with a kitchen, usually lots of pantry space and lots of counter space. 3 bedrooms upstairs plus a loft. It looks like they've possibly done a glass shower here, and there's the front room. Lovely house, really nice. $439.5. We have seen this model sell for this price. I would expect maybe a little bit more hardwood floors, maybe just a couple little finishes, but I don't think they're that far off at this price. And so this is a good model. You get some extra space for being on the corner. Very popular model, actually. Scott Boulevard, $539. What you're getting on something like this is a well-kept home, and you can see the front door insert there, hardwood floors. This is it for living space on your main floor, and then you've got your kitchen with the eat-in, and you do have 4 bedrooms upstairs. The main floor is a little tight. It's a little over 2,000 square feet, and at $539, I would say that these guys are going to sell pretty quick. This one's going to go in a week or two. Hardly anything good for double car garages between $5 and $550 right now at this time. $389 Mickey Court, listed for $3 under $750,000. It's a wild rose. What I like about it, you've got 2 rooms here that are almost separate from the rest of the house. This one's being used as a home office, and then you can use this for a kid's playroom. It could be a quiet reading area. At times it can be used as a 5th bedroom, and so mostly all brick elevation. You've got your front dining room here, and so there's carpet, but you also have some nice pot lights around here. They're using it as a bit of a piano sitting room, but it is designed as a dining room. You've got your office in the front that I talked about. Family room with a 2-sided fireplace along with the dining room. Under cabinet lights, you've got some upgraded countertops, some pendant lights, a few more pot lights. And this little workstation here comes in very handy. You can keep an eye on the kids while they're on the computer. You can also check a few things on the computer while you're cooking. And there's a garden door that leads to a covered area, which is great to barbecue when it's raining out. And so there's another shot of it right there. It doesn't back onto this. It can be a little deceiving when you see a shot of green space in a home. You think, well, that must be what the yard backs onto. But it's across the street on the west side of Tremaine that you see this. You probably get some decent views of the escarpment from this home, especially on the 2nd floor. It's not too far from Tremaine. And most of the time this model tends to sell for a little bit less. So we don't see often that it sells up at $750. We see, $690 to maybe $725 seems to be the magic zone for this particular model. But 3,200 square feet, one of my favorite floor plans. And I wish them all the best of luck. I think it'd be a challenge to get close to $750, but I do like it. And the street's pretty quiet too. Great for kids. Very low traffic street. So have a great day. And remember to check out that listing on 32nd Side Road. I'll put the link below. If you want to see it, just call or email me. And I think you'll be tremendously impressed at what that home has to offer. So have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow.